Hello and welcome to The Loop. I'm Matt Bruning.
And I'm Erin McBride. Leaves are beginning to fall, and it won't be long before snowflakes will be doing the same.
Let's not rush it, okay?
Well, we live in Ohio. What do you expect?
That is true. It is that time of year when we begin doing our 150-point checks on more than 1,600 trucks and each piece of snow fighting equipment across the state. This ensures that any issues are caught and addressed now, so that we can make sure everything is ready once winter weather does arrive.
Right now, we're at nearly 90% of our salt storage capacity, and more salt is arriving each day.
Odot is still looking for plow drivers in many parts of Ohio. There are full-time and seasonal positions available, and you can find all the details about these positions and many others at transportation.ohio.gov/jobs.
Last week, a driver slammed into one of our work crews on I-71 in Columbus. The crash injured Scott, who wants to go home each day to his two rescue dogs, Foxy and Lizzie. Thankfully, he didn't suffer any life-threatening injuries.
The driver was arrested and charged with driving impaired. Now, this is yet another reminder for drivers to move over for all vehicles with flashing lights.
If you can't safely move over, slow down and give crews room to work. This is the 105th time an Odot worker, vehicle, or piece of equipment has been struck this year.
October is Pedestrian Safety Month, and sadly, Ohio has seen a 50% increase in pedestrian deaths over the past decade. Last year, 176 people were killed while navigating Ohio's roadways on foot. Now, this represents about 13% of the total roadway fatalities in 2021.
Odot's Highway Safety Program is one of the primary sources of funding for bicycle and pedestrian projects. This past spring, Odot awarded over $25 million to 31 pedestrian safety countermeasures in more than 30 communities.
This year, Odot published a new design guide dedicated to pedestrian and bicycle facility design. This is Odot's source for planners and designers implementing active transportation within Odot right-of-way and as part of federally funded local projects.
We all have a role to play in keeping each other safe, no matter the mode of transportation. Drivers, always be alert and aware of pedestrians. For those walking or biking, avoid distractions and be alert to your surroundings as well. Together, we can get the number of crashes involving pedestrians down to 0.
Who knew? So we're here at Odot Sign Shop, the only sign shop at Odot, which means they make every single sign by hand that you see on the highways. There are 3 different ways they make signs here. The first type of method is printing, and this is the newest way to make signs here. They are the signs that we may only need a few of, or signs with a lot of words. Employees use a software program to design the signs with the wording and dimensions and then send it directly to the printer. Once the signs are printed, they are cut apart, the backing is removed, and then they are placed on the aluminum sheet. And if the signs aren't printed, then we start the silk screening process just like this operation right behind me. The first step for silk screening is putting the reflective material on the sheets of aluminum. And then we go from there to here to be silk screened. The sheets are laid underneath the screen, which has the design of the sign. Ink is then poured on top of the screen, and then an employee spreads the ink all the way across the sign. And just like that, a sign is made. Hey, and our last type of sign here is the extrusion sign. These are the type of huge, massive signs you see all over the freeway. All the letters, numbers, and symbols, they're all put on by hand by my dude right here who got crazy skills. Their process starts off a little like silk screening. The extrusion signs are made using 12-inch aluminum panels, which are first run through this machine that puts the reflective material on it. After they are cut down the correct width of the sign, they are going to get stacked on top of each other and bolted together. Once the panels are bolted together, the sign is laid flat where an employee places each number, letter, symbol, and border all by hand. So the next time you're cruising down the highway and see one of our signs, just remember, they're all handmade right here by some amazing people at the Odot Sign Shop. Who knew?
Thanks a lot, Dave. Get more Odot news online at transportation.ohio.gov. Follow us on social media and keep sending those great story ideas and feedback to loop@dot.ohio.gov.
And now, you're in the loop.
Good to have you back, by the way.
Good to be back.